One of the main, I think, motivating factors for us to volunteer for the ECG is that we're able to give the secondary school students greater insight into the trade and why they want to join our trade.
I find talking to students very exciting and also very inspiring because these are the minds of our future generation and they're the ones who are going to be solving the problems of tomorrow. So I hope in sharing some of the experiences that we have on the job today will enable them to start thinking about what they can also do in the future.
I'm a process engineer, so recently I just went to the WorldSkills. The students are curious when they actually found this microscope at my booth. It triggers their interest more when I told them to look under the scope, and they were like, wow, what's this? And can you tell me more? So from then on, I went on to tell them about what my company is actually doing, what this engineering line is all about.
For this, I didn't know what I want to be, but from this exhibition, maybe I would consider engineering as my future career.
After visiting the booth, I have some ideas what I want to do in future and follow my dreams.
After a career talk, I realized that the radiographer is a very interesting job and play a very important role.
Now that I know about my career options, I'm able to go for it and reach my goal.
So one of my personal experience when I first joined the Polytechnic, right, year 2000, right, was that there was not a lot of guidance, right, especially when we were choosing the courses. So when I stepped into the course, there were some brochures around that states like you need to do eye testing and eye examinations of the customer. So the real life things that happen when you go inside the trade, right, is that you have to do more than clinical skills. You have to have a huge component of retail skills. So I feel this is one of the parts that the industry partners could help in the ECG program.
I feel that there's a lot about giving back as well that is very rewarding for me, and I think I also learned quite a bit from talking to the students in understanding, look, how is it that our future generation thinks, and what can we do to make it better for them as well.
At the exhibition, one of the interesting questions that the student actually asked was whether a female like you would want to join the engineering line. So my answer to her was that being in an engineering field, you do not have to deal with heavy equipment, but you have to think more. Like when there is any process trouble, you have to analyze using your critical thinking skills to find the root cause. So being able to share with them my experience of being in the engineering line, it was actually quite fun.
I also feel that in sharing real life experiences with students, it also allows them to gain a bit more insights into what they do in school. So it's not just about textbooks, it's not just about projects, it's how these can be applied to real life situations and real life conditions. And hopefully, many years down the road when they're actually working, they can reflect on these experiences and hopefully it will help them in their own jobs, in their own careers as well. And ultimately, it's really to build up the future of Singapore.
So I would strongly encourage the other industries to come on board as an ECG partner. The time needed is just 1 to 2 hours of investment to do the presentation slides, but you do gain a lot more out of it. Some of the benefits that you get is that you have insights from secondary school students, what they will want in their workplace. And of course, you could remodel your employment packages to what they want in the future. So I strongly encourage all the other industry partners to come on board the ECG program.
It's very easy to get caught up in the daily grind. The day-to-day work and social and family commitments will take up all of your time. But every once in a while, it's good to step out of that and basically go back to school and share. A lot of it's also about giving back to our future generation, and who knows, one day if you inspire someone, they will come back and inspire you as well.